Understanding your computer and its operating system are essential components to effective computing. In this chapter, you will learn about cloud computing and using OneDrive. You will look at using the control panel to control several system settings, including some file options and monitor resolution. You will learn about keeping Windows up to date. Finally, you will learn about security and managing a firewall to keep your system secure. Cloud computing is internet-based computing in which remote servers are networked to allow for centralized data storage and online access to services or resources. In the simplest terms, the cloud is software and services that run on the internet or accessing and storing data over the internet rather than on the hard drive on your local computer or device. In a cloud computing system, local computers no longer have to run applications. The network of computers that make up the cloud run them instead. The user's computer just needs to run the cloud system's interface software, such as a web browser like Chrome, Safari, or Edge. Instead of installing a suite of software for each computer or workstation, only one application needs to be loaded. That application allows multiple users to log into a web-based service which hosts all the programs the users need for a task. Remote machines owned by another company or service provider run everything, including word processing, email, and other programs. If you have an email account with a web-based email service such as Gmail or Yahoo, then you're already using a cloud computing system. Instead of running the email program directly on your computer, you're remotely logging into a web account. The software and storage for that account does not reside on your computer. It's in the cloud. A cloud computing approach offers many advantages. Access to data anywhere. Documents stored in the cloud are accessible through any internet-connected device with a web browser. Synchronization of data across devices. Easy to share data. Most cloud services, including Office 365, provide features to share data with other users. Automatic data backup to prevent the loss of user data. A low-maintenance approach and lack of infrastructure keeps hardware maintenance to a minimum. OneDrive is the file hosting service that allows you to upload and sync your Office files to cloud storage. You can then access those files from a web browser or your local device. Using OneDrive, you can safely back up your important files to the cloud. It serves as central storage and syncing hub that works across multiple apps, devices, and platforms. You may have experienced OneDrive using Office 365, the Windows 8 app, or some other platform. With Windows 11, OneDrive is integrated directly into the OS. To utilize OneDrive, you must be logged in to your Microsoft account. Recall that a Microsoft account is an email address and password combination, giving you access to a host of services and features, including OneDrive or cloud storage. OneDrive is accessible in Windows 11 as an app on the Start menu and through the File Explorer. It can also be included on the taskbar. For your convenience, a taskbar icon has been added. Let's take a look.
So I'm going to open up an Outlook.com email. Yeah, I'm setting up OneDrive, and Sarah Skywalker at outlook.com. That's the email address I'm going to open up right now. Then I want to sign in. Password, I think I don't, students, I don't want you to see my password, but fine. Let me just type my password, which is teacher91. I'm not scared of you guys. And then I do what? I also sign in.
When logged in, each time a file is saved, a copy of that file is saved to the OneDrive cloud and can be accessed from any location using your PC or mobile device. All the files you have backed up to the cloud using OneDrive will be accessible with an internet connection. Though the files and folders here appear to be in the typical hierarchical structure of File Explorer, when shared, they are available from other locations and devices as well. Backing up to the cloud is one of the safest ways to ensure that you'll always have files available when you need them, and that you can access your files from several locations, including, in the case of OneDrive, from an internet browser. The control panel contains a variety of tools and tasks that enable you to personalize your computer, as well as change the settings for other Windows features. There are several ways to open the control panel in Windows 11. From File Explorer, click or tap the first arrow on the left side in the address bar, and then click or tap Control Panel in the menu. You can also use the keyboard shortcut Win+X to launch the power menu, or search for Control Panel in the Start menu search bar. The control panel appears in an Explorer window and contains many of the components found in other Explorers. For example, the address bar indicates your current location and can be used to navigate to other parts of the control panel. The search box lets you search for specific settings or features contained in the control panel. By default, the insertion point appears in the search box so that you can quickly start a search. The tools and tasks offered by the control panel are grouped into categories, which are displayed in the right pane. You can click a category title to view tools and tasks within that category. Windows also lists common tasks below each category. Clicking one of these tasks takes you directly to that task. Let's open the System and Security category. Now you see categories of tools and tasks related to maintaining your computer system. The navigation pane on the left side of the control panel can be used to navigate to other categories and often displays additional tasks. You can also navigate the control panel using the back and forward buttons and by clicking a location in the address bar. Let's return to the first page of the control panel, which is called the Home page. The categories on the home page are helpful if you are not sure which tool you need to perform a specific task. However, if you are familiar with the control panel tools, then you may want to switch the view to list all of the icons. Changing the view allows you to see many of the control panel tools by name, making it easy to quickly locate what you need. You can switch to this view using the View by drop-down list. Here you see tools listed alphabetically by name. Double-clicking a tool displays either a dialog box or another control panel screen. For example, double-clicking the mouse icon opens a dialog box that enables you to control the pointer and other features of your mouse hardware. Now let's return to the category view. Another way to locate a tool or task in the control panel is to use the search box in the upper right corner of the Explorer. For example, suppose you want to find the tools that enable you to change the colors used by your computer. Just enter the word color, and Windows will search the control panel for all tools and tasks related. Good! Now you see the tools and tasks related to changing colors in your computer. The message at the bottom of the page asks if you want to search Help and Support for color. Let's return to the home page. Windows 11 is designed to display windows and other features so that they are clearly visible on your computer's monitor. Your monitor's resolution determines how large or small windows appear on the desktop. By changing your monitor's resolution, you can change how many windows and other features can fit on the desktop at once. The resolution is measured in pixels, such as 800 pixels wide by 600 pixels high. This is referred to as 800 by 600 resolution. A larger resolution, such as 1280 by 768, can fit more items on the screen, although each item will appear smaller. To change the resolution, navigate to your display settings. The display settings enable you to change the resolution as well as the scale and orientation of your monitor display. Additional display settings, such as color management tools and options for configuring and troubleshooting some of the hardware components associated with your monitor, can be found in the control panel. This monitor is currently set to a resolution of 1280 by 768. You can open the resolution menu and select an option to increase or decrease the resolution. Good! You can see the change previewed. At a higher resolution, the items fit on the screen and they appear smaller. Users with visual impairments may elect for a lower resolution so items on screen display larger. For your convenience, the resolution will be set to its previous dimensions. The default display settings have been restored. Windows selects the ideal display settings for your PC based on your monitor, but you can adjust these settings to your personal preference. Now, return to Settings Home Screen to learn about updating your system and its security features. Windows Update is a service that allows for the routine automatic patching of system files to address known issues. Update includes OS-related patches, as well as updates to peripheral Microsoft programs as well, including Office and Microsoft Edge browser. It's important to update to keep your software and system current and prevent problems. Updates will fix known bugs in software and operating systems and keep your security up to date to help reduce the risk of viruses and other vulnerabilities that are often exploited. Software updates and service packs contain patches for specific software or operating system functions and may include feature changes, address non-critical issues, and fix minor bugs. Here you see options for Windows updates, pausing updates, update history, advanced options, and access to the Windows Insider program. As you can see in this simulation, you are currently up to date, so you won't update now. But you can always check for updates, set automatic updates, or establish your desired frequency of updates. Many computers are constantly connected to the internet, connected to a network, or both. These connections can make your computer vulnerable to viruses and unauthorized access. Fortunately, Windows 11 is designed to identify potential threats and protect your computer. Most security features are already in place when Windows 11 is installed. However, it is beneficial to understand these features and to ensure that the appropriate settings are used to maintain the highest level of security for your computer. The Windows security settings contain all of the Windows security features. Each tool you see here is dedicated to managing a specific aspect of your computer's security. For example, Windows Update ensures that you have the latest Windows 11 security features installed, and Windows Firewall protects your computer from hackers and malicious software programs. You will work with most of these tools throughout this chapter. A firewall is software that blocks potentially harmful programs from running on your computer. A firewall can also prevent your computer from sending malicious programs to other computers. Windows 11 comes with its own firewall program called Windows Firewall. It is recommended that you keep the firewall turned on at all times. However, there may be times when you need to disable it or to specify that certain programs can be run on your computer. Let's look at these options. The Firewall and Network Protection window displays the status of the firewalls for each of your networks. Use the options displayed here to establish the firewall settings. Turning off the firewall enables any program to access your computer. This is generally not a safe option, but sometimes you may need to turn off the firewall to receive information from a valid outside source, such as a private intranet. A compromise to turning off the firewall is to allow certain apps and programs through the firewall. Let's take a look. Here you can instruct the firewall to allow or unblock apps, programs, features, or services. If the program you want to unblock is not listed here, you can use the Add Program button to locate and unblock the program. Now let's close the dialog box and the Windows Firewall window. Virus and threat protections are built into the system to protect your computer from spyware, malware, and viruses. This works by periodically scanning your computer. Spyware programs install themselves on your computer and often collect information about you. Spyware can also change settings on your computer and cause your computer to work improperly. By default, Windows automatically scans your computer for threats every day. You can perform a scan at any time using the Quick Scan button, which performs a scan of your computer. Let's take a look at protection options. Real-time protection, enabled by default, is a security feature built into Microsoft Defender that helps stop malware from being installed on your system or device. Keeping this feature enabled provides comprehensive virus and threat detection. Cloud-delivered protection, enabled by default, provides accurate system protection in real time. You can configure cloud protection to suit your preferences and needs. When automatic sample submission is enabled, Windows Security uploads suspicious files to the Cloud Protection Service for quick analysis. If a file is determined to be malicious, automatic protection blocks the file from running, providing instant security by removing the threat. Let's take a look at extra measures for protecting your system. The account protection options provide an added layer of security with Windows Hello. Windows Hello is a personal and secure way to sign into your account using facial recognition, fingerprint, or PIN. When enabled, you will use Windows Hello to sign into your device on the lock screen. More options to keep your system secure are available in the Additional Settings area, including Dynamic Lock. Dynamic Lock detects when you're away and automatically locks your PC after a set interval. This makes it more difficult for anyone to access your device if you are away from it and forget to lock it. Now let's close Security Settings. In this chapter, you learned about the cloud and using OneDrive to store files. You used the Control Panel to adjust system settings, such as monitor resolution. You learned about updating Windows, and finally, you learned about security and managing a firewall to keep your system secure.